time I'm perfect, but I know myself. I push till I break it up. Every little piece of me feels stuck. I'm trying any little thing to make this budge. Where do brittle beings in dirt lock? I'm flying. Can you stick it out? Can you stick it out? Cause I'm losing faith. 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 Tell me straight if we can wipe this slate and start again. Cause I'm losing faith. I'm losing faith. Drag out. Shuffle the fist of doubt for another day. I don't wanna do without it. I'm burned out, but I just can't say it out loud, so let's just pretend. Can we dance around it? Where do brittle beings in dirt lock? I'm flying. Can you stick it out? Cause I'm losing faith. I'm losing faith. I'm losing faith. I'm losing faith. I'm losing faith.
Pain is seeping out, demons taking center stage. Spirits in the crowd, are you not entertained? This world has its way of bringing me to my knees. I don't know which way will put me back on my feet. What's best for me, my destiny. I look up and I'm scared. Oh, oh, oh. I'm in over my head, my head. But I got to go, got to find my own way through. Gotta be the light in the dim with all I do. When I hit a wall, won't wave the white. If I trip and fall, you know I'll sleep when I die. to go, got to find my own way through. Gotta be the light in the dim with all I do. When I hit a wall, won't wave the white. If I trip and fall, you know I'll sleep when I die.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Banana Bread Trades. My name is Goose. Are we ready to make some money today? Because I sure am. Had an absolutely fantastic day yesterday. Probably one of the better days of my trading career. Oh, we had so many wins yesterday. We had a fantastic day yesterday. Absolutely stupendous. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful short this was right here as well. Looking at the overnight. I mean, just look at this. Consolidation zone. Jumped below it. Came up, retested, and just sold out. Did you get the 65 short? Oh, you sold it for 3 points too. Oh my goodness. This is a textbook faceless short right here. This short right here, from what I've noticed, like this, when we have a console zone like that, sell off, come up, retest, and poke it like that. Whenever we get a little poke, little pokey boy. Oh my gosh, you short. And you hold that thing for new all-time lows. Oh, I should have woke up about 30 minutes earlier. Oh, it's no worries though. Weekly goal is already met, so we're chilling. Good morning, Seth Mo. You got a runner from 36.59. Let's fucking go. That a boy. It was a perfect short, ran 6 points, moved, stopped at 3 points, came back, hit my stop, then dumped. That is how it goes every time. But you know what? You secured profits, and now you're green on the day. Easy. Easy. Now, will you have a Lambo? No. No Lambo for you, Decoy. No Lambo. Or Sethmo, on the other hand. Sethmo's gonna get that Lambo. This is just... what an excellent short. Oh, was there news or something at 5 a.m.? Now I'm looking at this candle boy. Let me pull up the old newsaroonie. Because that candle looks a little suspicious. I hope Rocky's okay. He's getting hammered by a hurricane right now. Oh, I have no news. No news for 5 a.m. this morning. Did Russia announce something? I don't know. This just seems like a lot. Oh, there's a lot going on today, too. Trading goods, advance report. I don't think that's important. No. That one might be important. Fed Chair Jerome Powell. Peace delivers opening remarks. That's probably important. This news is brought to you by Decoy. Thank you, Decoy. You're the best. He brings us the news every morning. I don't know. This move just seems really violent, right? This is on the 1 minute. That's how many? 14. Yeah, that's definitely a news-induced event. That's 30 points in 2 minutes. What in the Heckleberry Finn was announced? You're just messing with MES pre-market for now. Feeling good. So we'll go up to 3 MES to start. Hope to start. Build enough profit. Might just throw a mini in. Attaboy. 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 Gotta get my Arthur voice out. Let's see. All right, Bank of England. The first gilt sale operations will take place on 31st of October and proceed thereafter. The purpose of these purchases will be to restore orderly market conditions. Bank of England will carry out temporary purchases of long-dated UK government bonds from 28th of September. Apparently, that's what the news was. Looking at Financial Juice. I'll pull it up for the boys. You guys can take a gander over yonder. All right. Nice pump back to VWAP. Dude, look at all these power trades early this morning. Let's see if we can up this a little bit. What we got? What do we got? What do we got? Really? None of them bad boys is right there either. Oh, we got one right there though. That's important. We got a power trade at overnight low. That sounds delicious. We got a 0 at VWAP. Right Ray. Wow, what a power trade zone we got right there. At overnight low. That's exciting. We got a 0 here at VWAP. Ooh, I was thinking about shorting it, but I didn't have time to think. It went without me. It went without me. I cry. What's your overnight power trade settings again? Normally 500, but there was like 6,000 of them this morning, so I went ahead and changed it to 1,000, and we got this one big one right here. So this is a 1,000 power trade setting right here. Right here, son. Right here. This, and then this zone here, this isn't a power trade. This is just a console zone that we shorted in, or should have shorted it. You know, I should make sure. Okay. It's like, you know, I've been talking all morning. I sure hope to heck I'm not muted. That would have been embarrassing. Embarrassing. I've done that once already. Now I have PTSD. There, she's ripping a little bit. Maybe I'll get a short opportunity. I don't know. Yeah, seems a little volatile. Looks like we're gonna get some poppage. I think I'm just gonna vibe for now. I would like a short, but I don't know. Yesterday, I feel like should have sold off more than it did. You know? We almost closed yesterday green. And I just feel like that shouldn't have happened. We almost made a yearly low and then closed yesterday green. I feel like we may be in some scary terry. Overnight, we hit yearly low again. He did, yeah. Overnight made a new yearly low. But like I said, the bullishness of yesterday was just slightly concerning. Didn't like it. Alright, fuck it. I'm short one. Yeah, we're short one now. It's gonna run without me. Put a limit at 42. When it touched 40, I cry. Man, I don't know. I might put a stop at break even. This is a little suspicious. I didn't get a great fill. Would rather not start off the morning with an L. But that low is unfinished auction. I like that. We got a wick here at VWAP. Has all the makings to flush. And ain't looking good now. No, we're gonna get stopped, motherfucker. One last moment of truth here. I think she's gonna wick us out though. It looked really good though. Not gonna lie. The setup looked good. I think we're gonna get taken out. I don't like how Delta's not. Delta didn't fall like it wanted to, like I wanted it to. There it goes. Come on, baby. Come on. Slightly nervous there. I didn't like that little pump. This thing needs to, go ahead and flush. You're short 42, stop and break even because that was dicey. That was hella dicey. I didn't like it. I didn't like that at all. I don't like the way... I mean, Delta's starting to turn, but it's not turning the amount that I want. Yeah, this sun is not fun. I just don't want to pop into a drop. I want it to just go ahead and drop. Because we already overextended VWAP more than I would like. Or like any higher than like I think we're running. You know what I mean? So watching this pretty closely. I'm watching Delta very closely. Delta's not really putting up the big num-nums like I want. What up, Mr. Viper? We're in a short. We're red. Not going great. This thing is being difficult. I think it's gonna pop. I don't like it. I'm gonna go ahead and kill it. Wait. Wait. I don't like this short. It's playing here too long. Yeah, it's just playing here longer than I would like. Are we finally going? There, Delta's turning. There. Come on. Ah, you sumbitch. Buyers are oddly strong. Delta's still red though, so I'm chilling. I'm being patient. Being patient. We are right at POC too. I should have taken that into consideration. That's the choppiness that comes with POC. I'm liking this delta though. As long as this delta stays red. Oh, it's turning on me now. Yeah, she's turning. She's turning. I'm gonna kill it. Fire imbalance getting hung up sucks. Alright, BRB, yeah. I think we're gonna get a pop. I think it's gonna pop before it drops. Yeah. Yep, Delta turned on me. I'm gonna kill it. I had to take that off. I look at Delta flip positive on me. It was red. As much as I would have liked to try to hold that out, and even if it flushes here, that's okay. I don't like the way Delta turned on me. Buyers really kicked in. Yeah, only 3 points. I'm not worried about it. Not worried, not concerned. Upset slightly. That had a really good setup to flush here, but like I said, it's not. Oh, there, Delta flip back red. I still don't like it though. I don't like it anymore. Didn't like that it played here. Probably flushes now. Now that I got out, right? But man, it's chopping VWAP just way longer than I would like. I still want to see it flush, you know? But man, Delta just being a butthead. Buyers just existing here. Pretty regular. Yeah, see, I'm glad I got out. There it goes. Yeah, we would have got stopped, so good thing to take a smaller L when we did by watching Delta. You can see buyers came in right here. Buyers came in and volume's still pretty low. I guess this is a brand new candle, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So, buyers came in. Now we're higher. We're more above VWAP than I would like to short. Well, flat on that. Chilling. We tried. It was a good setup. I really liked how we got this pretty heavy Delta flip right here at VWAP. That's what got me to get short. And then because like this number right here was pretty green, and then it flipped red, and that's when I got short. But then after it flipped red, like it just maintained, right? And we maintained and just chopped around, and I didn't like that, so I needed that to flush like right away, and it didn't. So now we migrate upwards. even though it looks kind of bear flaggy.
I'm staring down at the empty, so full of regret. 'Cause I know for sure you won't find me.
This isn't a trend line. I'm just drawing like a channel kind of watch. Don't think you'll be placing a trade today. Want to sit and watch. Understandable. I know you said you had a tough day yesterday. Sit down, kind of get a plan, get a feel. And being patient's good too. You know, you'll sit there and be patient, and you might see something that looks absolutely delicious, and that patience is going to pay off, you know. So, that's how it be. Yesterday, I skipped the whole first hour of trading, then came in, and man, I had, I don't know, probably like 6 really good trading opportunities. I had a fantastic day yesterday. Hold on, I'm gonna blow my nose. Your sim account is plus $900 in a few days when my top step had the red day. Yeah, that's generally how it goes. That's generally how she goes. But on the bright side, you were able to handle your red day well. Didn't blow your account. Red days are gonna happen. I mean, that's true too, you know. And that's kind of a mental thing some people have to get around too, is you do all this practice on sim, but you know, it's not real money, it's not on the line, so you don't care about it. But then when you switch to money that you do care about, sometimes you trade it differently. And you be able to trade it with no emotion. If I can. There we go. Yeah, no emotion. What do you say? So you could sit there and watch things clearly, right? Like just like that trade I was just in. Did I want it to flush? I really did. But I was sitting there and I was watching Delta with a clear mind and being aware that it could pump on me. And I was able to get out and not even take the full loss. I was able to cut my loss early because I wasn't attached to the trade. I was just watching what was happening in real time and watching the trade as if I was in a neutral position. You know, don't just because you're in a trade, don't look at the market in a more bullish or bearish way. Look at it very neutrally, and you know, that way you know when to call it or when to cut it early. Like I said, that saved us. Now it's dumping, right? But I would have taken way more drawdown. I would have taken almost 10 points of drawdown. I'm not doing that. So, I'm glad we got out when we did. We saved ourselves $100. And you know, one good trade, we're fat green. You know, I wouldn't even consider ourselves red right now, at where I'm at, based on you know what I normally make on a day or a trade. If today I do take 2 to 3 trades and they don't go well, I'm definitely stepping back for a while, and that's understandable. You know, some days we have bad days, but also, you know, to step back and really get a watch. It is dumping now. Man, we were just early, but I hate when it does that though. When it pops VWAP way higher than I want to and then flushes back by. I'm not a big fan of those setups. I don't ever trade that. You know, I like it when we just barely hit VWAP and then flush right off. That's a more high probability play. That one there. That's just, you know, unfortunate, but shit happens. Yeah, no rush to finish the combine. Just vibe, just hang out and chill. You'd be all good. I want to, let's look at something. Settings, indicators, add indicator. Let's go over yesterday's. Amazing. Be perfect. Initial balance play. 9:30. I changed. What time? Oh, here it is. That means flow is gonna be use. Hold on while I Oh, that's tough. I feel that account not specified. I've had that happen before. I've had that happen on this one where like I go to get in a trade and I don't have the right account selected and I just completely miss the entry. It's usually, you know, those ones are usually the best ones too. Never fails that the one where you completely goof it up is the best entry possible. 36.94. $36.39. And then 37. Dang. Okay, so yesterday, let's go over yesterday a little bit here. When it would have gotten 4-point run and then clean move upwards. Yeah, never fails. Absolutely never fails. Line marker. There. Okay. I'll hide my drawings for a second. All we got on here is VWAP and opening range. Let's talk about this play a little bit yesterday. Let's go ahead and... I wish there was a way to... Oh, there is. Okay. Let's talk about this play here for a second. You know how I was talking about opening range yesterday? Well, or yesterday morning. We ended up having a perfect example of the short side of opening range. Like I said, there's always two setups that I like to play. I like to play the flush, the retest into the short, or the bounce, retest into the long. Or either a range day or a bearish day. Yesterday, we came in, we sold off hard, right? Sold, pumped a little bit at open, immediately sold all the way off, pumping a little bit, got to the halfway point, sold back off. So we get to here, this is where we have to make a decision. Do we want to long the bottom of opening range? The answer was no. Delta never gave us the thought. You know, we were like negative, like I think negative 1,000 delta right here. Like never got a delta flip to green. So I'm chilling. I didn't like taking the long here. And then it sold off. Then it pumped back to the retest of the bottom of opening range. Now this is where I did take one short and it worked out. I took it for just a few points. I should have held it. I just scalped it. But that was a perfect retest of the bottom of opening range into a short. And then we stayed below opening range the rest of the day. Absolutely beautiful. But yeah, when we get below opening range like that, I usually delete my long button. Except for I did catch a long right here. Where I got into the long right here, I think. And that's only because we had some massive buying coming in. You could see it on Delta. There was some massive green. So I went ahead and I threw on a really light long too. It was only 3 MES and I held it to about here-ish. Delta started coming in here and I was really glad with that sell too. I mean, it went a little higher, but I would have had to endure a little bit of falling. I didn't want to do that. So yeah, opening range yesterday really paid. Like I said, always keep an eye on that because it'll give you a better idea of where we are in the day and what the market sentiment is. You know, if we're below opening range, it's usually some pretty bearish sentiment. Above opening range, that means there's a lot of buyers present. So it's just something to keep in mind. Hold on. Stop it. My wall. Delete. Delete. And that's why I like long opening range, right? Opening range gives you that sentiment. Like I said, if it's been an hour and price is above that opening range, right? Because the most volume happens in that first hour. So that means people are wanting to move up to the next segment. Below opening range is pretty bearish sentiment. And then within opening range, that's indecision. If we're within opening range, it means there's indecision in the market. We're not really trending. You can't figure out if it's going to bounce it or flush it though. That's where I like to watch Delta, right? Let's say opening range is right here. Let's do an example. So let's say opening range is right here, right? Let me draw an actual straight line. What a silly goose I am. So let's pretend this level right here is opening range, right? I'll be watching footprint and Delta. Right now, footprint's green on the bottom, right? Let's just say, let's pretend this is the low of day as well. This is the low of day. And this is opening range low as well, right? We're 1 hour into the market. So this is opening range low. Right now, there's an unfinished auction at opening range low. So I wouldn't be long yet. So what I would be watching for is I'd be watching for a zero, right? I'd be waiting for a zero to appear at the lowest point of the day, right here at opening range low. And once a zero gets posted and then Delta flips green, then I know that we're going to bounce it. And this is the same for opening range low or opening range high, right? If we, let's say we bust above opening range high, come down for the retest, I'll be doing the same thing. I'll be looking for a zero to get posted and I'll look for Delta to flip green. I'll be watching Delta very, very closely. Sometimes in those situations, you'll want to switch to the 1 minute chart. This is a 5 minute. You want to switch to the 1 minute chart so you can catch that Delta flip a little better. But that's generally what I'll be watching for. And same thing, like if Delta just stays red, we have this unfinished auction and Delta staying red like it is right now. Notice how we only have one green Delta candle down here. There's this one right away, right? But we didn't get the opening rate, or the zero didn't get posted at the bottom. So I ignore this one, and then this Delta just stays red like this. I'm not going to be getting long. I'm going to be waiting. This needs to flush first, or this needs to break first. So what I'm thinking here is, oh, opening range low. This is going to either break lower, or I know it's going to break lower. and then we might be having bearish sentiment and we'll short the retest. You know, if we break way below, you know, like 5 to 10 points below or even more, then I'll be looking to short the retest of opening range low. Like we'll come down, come back up, then short down, right? But as of this moment here, I'm not looking to long it. I'm waiting for the setup to look perfect. And don't get me wrong, you will miss longs sometimes. You know, maybe that auction stays unfinished for the rest of the day, but it didn't look 100% perfect. So I would rather miss a move because it didn't look perfect than take a trade that was a little bit risky and is not statistically in my favor. Like this one here that I took earlier. Statistically, it was in my favor. Did it work out? No, but that happens. But we got here. We posted a 0 at VWAP, right? We got up here. Posted a 0 at... Let me put VWAP on this thing. Indicators. Oh, wait, no, it's down here. There. Oh, that's where we just went. That's not the same. Oh, right here. Because this is the 5-minute chart. Maybe your strategy is good and your charting is just not that good. Hey, it's all about practice, right? You feel like your chart shows everything so much cleaner. It's just from, you know, you tittle with it a lot, you know. Just take some time, play with your charts for a long time until it really looks and shows you what you're looking for, right? I'm only looking for a few select things. So I have my chart customized to show me exactly what I want to see. And I want to see the power trades, I want to see VWAP, I want to see my levels that I have posted, and I want to see the unfinished auctions and delta. You know, those are the 3 things, or the 5 things, I guess, I really want to see. I have a long term, my short term, and my 5-minute chart with footprint. And I draw with my crayons like all day. Going to set a 5-minute chart just for key levels. Yeah, and I like having a long-term chart, like a 15 or a 30-minute chart on, just like at all times. Any sort of long-term chart, right? This gives you a better idea of the movement we've had. Yeah, so this one here is a... Oh, wait, this is the... Yeah. This one I usually have a 15-minute on. Right. I switch back and forth charts all the time, depending on what I'm doing. But I usually always have my 15-minute or 30-minute or 1-hour chart. Like, I'll change this time frame a lot, depending on the day, you know? 15-minute usually shows me everything I need to see. As far as intraday trades, when I'm doing more swing trading type stuff, I might open that up to like a 4-hour. But find what you like between like... Yeah. Well, you could just see these big consolidation zones, right? So like the main short here was right here, but it's because you could see this consolidation zone. You know, I would have missed this short here. I think I did. And then, but when we come back up into this consolidation zone and we get a wick in it, it's like, oh, we're rejecting this consolidation zone on a longer time frame chart. This would be a good idea for a short swing. And it just shows you like these big moves, right? You get to see these huge spots. So like even here, you can see, oh look, here's a consolidation zone right here. Look how many times we bounced in it and then eventually flushed it. Or you can go up and see these peaks. You know, you can mark out these like, oh hey, this was the high. Oh wow, we rejected the high. We rejected that peak. And that's what you can do on those longer time frames. Oh, fuck it. I'll leave that on. That's a nice consolidation zone. Okay. Do I agree with Eric says that you should be taking a trade only at the beginning of a 15-minute candle? I mean, that's the randomest thing I've ever fucking heard. To be honest. I don't know where he got that information, but that holds no value to me whatsoever. I don't think there's any statistical data behind that claim. That's why I say, like, it is a mess, and there's a lot to filter out in that chat. So like I said, maybe not being in it isn't necessarily the worst thing. Yeah, you miss out on a couple things, but for the most part, there's a lot of nonsense that gets put in there. From people that may or may not claim to know stuff, but they don't always do. Hey, you have a good lunch. We'll talk to you when you get back, sir. I hope it's delicious. I think I'm gonna go make a coffee as well.
I would drive through Bordeaux when it hurt all alone, but it'll be just fine if heaven secure was lost. I would cry, I would wish all night that it'll be just fine if you weren't leaving for good. I could hear you on the radio playing when I was riding so stuck in Vegas. You said we could never be strong, but our hearts are golden and connected as one. Through lonely days, we got back.
He's back. We haven't moved off VWAP since I took the trade. We did get a little bit of a pop while you were gone, so it's a good thing I cut it when I did, because I would have taken a full stop. But we literally just fell right back to where I entered, and it's just been grinding it. So what started off as a good plan ended up just grinded it. I don't know. It might sell off more now, but what are you gonna do? You know, it didn't work the way we wanted it to. It didn't go according to plan, so it's whatevs. We're vibing. We're chilling. We're having a good day. My main account is at its weekly goal, so I'm trading. You know how I have like the two 50K accounts? I'm trading my second one now. Just for funsies.
I could run for my life, I could see your disguise, but it'll be just fine if
Oh yeah. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth more to have two 50Ks or do the 300K. I was looking at it. It's two 50Ks if you do the 80% off or whatever. Like that's like $70. And you get 5,000 basically worth of drawdown between the two, or you do the 300K and get 75 for 130. So I don't know, because then you have two accounts, right? So if anything happens to one, you got a second one to vibe with. I don't know. I was just looking at the numbers last night, thinking about it. I still would like to do the 300K. Like I say, if we get a hella good Black Friday deal, I'm sending it. Just for the shits and gigs. That is true. You're paying $90 a month in data fees for both accounts. Hey, that's only 2 ES per account, right? We gotta think about this in numbers. But yeah, it does suck. You're paying $90 for both accounts. Oops, my microphone. You're right, Mr. Decoy. So in the end, yeah, maybe the 300K account is better. I don't know. Like you said, Black Friday is gonna give us the sauce. One account with all the leverage or two accounts with half. No right answer, just different. Agreed. Agreed, sir. Like I said, if I get the 300K account, I don't know. If we pass the 300K account, I may kill one of the 50Ks just so I don't have to pay the extra $80 a month for data fees. I think that's probably what I'll do. I'll withdraw all out of one of them if I pass the 300K. I need to pass the 300K and then get it to its withdrawal level. Get it past that 7,500 mark once it's funded. Then once I get past that 7,500 mark, then probably kill one of the 50Ks. Even the 100K account again, just trading 3 ES at a time would be basically the same. Let's give her a gander over yonder. Let's pull it up here. 100K account. Profit goal 6,000, trailing threshold 3,000. I don't know. I feel like that's a lot worse than the 50K. You have now the 150. The 150 is a hell of a lot better than the 100K. That's for sure, I think. That's yeah, I don't they're sorry, I got the wrong thing. Their scaling and numbers that they have set up for these accounts make no sense because some are just like so much better, like insanely better than others. Like, what is the point of the 75 and the 100K combines? They make no sense, right? You have to make $1,200 more dollars for only $250 extra dollars a drawdown. That's like nothing. And same thing with the 100K. You have to make twice the profit goal. You have to make an extra $3,000 and you only get an extra $500 worth of drawdown. But then at 3, you'd have 8 wins before that grows for the 100K. Yeah. That's not a good ratio. Like the 50K and the 25K, it's basically 1-to-1. I mean, you have to make 2 extra, so it's not quite 1-to-1 on the 50K. Pretty good. The 150 is almost 2-to-1, but you have a pretty, like, you have a healthy amount of drawdown. $5,000 worth of drawdown. So like you're kind of chilling on the 150. 150 is nice. And then the 250, you have to make twice as much almost and barely get any extra drawdown. And then the 300K, you get 2,500 extra drawdown, but you have to make literally more than twice as much. Maybe the 150 is the way to go. You know, you might be right. The 150 might be better. I don't know. But here's the thing that I think about too, Mr. Decoy. Let me lay some thought on you. Some thought. Let me put a little bit of thinking and thought into your brain. What if you did the 50K, right? Okay, let me lay some thought. What if we did the 50K? We started a 50K account with no intention of withdrawing it or making it a regular account, right? We passed the account, but we don't consider the account passed until it has 10K in it, right? In the funded account. Then at that point, we've paid less money. We've made the same amount of money, right? We've made actually less, right? Instead of making 20,000 in the 300K account, we just make 10,000 in the funded 50K, and then just trade it like we would the 300K. You're making less, right? But like the thing with these Apex accounts is once you're funded, there is no drawdown, right? There's no drawdown limits once you get past the threshold. I'm just thinking about that. Like taking a month, because like it's gonna take a month to pass the 300K. To make 20K, it's gonna take way more. It's gonna take a month or maybe even more, right? You're gonna have to be a little bit sendy with it. We could do the 50K, pass it in 10 days, and then, you know, in a month have passed the threshold. I don't know. That's a little bit of thought there too. Just doing an extra 50K and treating it like the big boy. Just build one up and leave enough money to always have 1 to 2 minis. Yeah. I'm thinking like maybe starting an extra 50K and treating it like the sauce. Also, we're trying to rip. Oh shoot, darn, dang, son of a gun. Wow. Holy poop nuggets. It is rip sticking right now. That is ripping, dog. Don't you basically have an extra 50K already? Yeah, I do, but it's my extra 50K. It's my one. So like the way I have it is like, if I accidentally leave a trade on or blow one of my 50Ks, instead of having to do 10 days to do the eval over and then do 4 months of withdraws, I already have one that's just ready to go. That was kind of my theory behind that. Is just to have one, just like, it's more of like an emergency funded one, right? Like I don't really trade the third one that, or my extra 50K that often. I trade my main too, but I always put, 10 trades a month in it so that when, or this one I'm still need to do the 20 days to get the, I need to do the 20 days to where I can fund or do the first withdrawal on my extra 50K account. It's still pretty new. But that was my thought behind that, is like, if anything were to happen to this one, then I want to be able to withdraw and still like get money from that 50K. More just like an emergency, a fallback, in case anything happens to my funded, which shouldn't. But I had one scary day where it was like 310 and I was just looking at my account and I noticed I still had a trade on. Not a trade on, but like I had orders on. I was like, oh gosh, I could have lost my, like, it had, had something hit, like I could have lost my account just because I had a trade open. Yeah, just like a main account and a secondary account, basically, like just a backup more or less for me. And having two accounts is nice too, because like let's say you have a bad day in one account and you don't want to trade it anymore for the day, right? It's red, it's just like I'd rather just vibe. But then later in the day you see something really, really good, you can start that other one. They give you 80% off plus another 50%, which is like pretty rad. Like you get 50% off your recurring months. Yeah, they give you a hell of a deal. Man, we stalled out right here again. Did we double top? Oh, we landed just short. I think we go a little higher though. It looks pretty rippy. Yeah, there she goes. There she goes. Huh. Weird action. Like I said, I am glad that we cut the trade when we did. I'm very, very proud of us for taking a smaller L and not just holding it for the full L. We were able to sit there with a clear mind, see that things weren't going in our favor. The entry was good, but it ended up turning on us. $657 is Cass's weekly level. Yeah, it's right up there in that sauce too. Oh, like I said, there's this console zone. There's this console zone right here. Consolidation zone. I didn't blow my nose. Not to snot all over the place. I swear to you, one of these mornings I'm gonna wake up and I'm not gonna have just allergies kicking my butt. Literally until the day I started streaming. Like, I didn't have bad allergies until literally like a day or two before I started streaming. I was like, oh, this is nice. News gonna be trickling in around 20 minutes. Yeah. We have news, market news. What do I got coming up? Atlanta Fed, Raphael Bostic speaks. Trades good advance report. I don't know what the trading goods advance report is. I couldn't tell you if that's gonna move the market or not. I know Jerome Powell, anytime that dude talks, we get some movity and scooting. Yeah, market's already been pretty volatile this morning. I'm not counting anything out. Yeah, like the whole like Europe bank thing, that was kind of wild. Just been really, and then like we're just kind of we're ranging this volume area now is what it seems to be doing. Honestly, the volume profile looks pretty balanced, not gonna lie. We're not making a B or a pretty balanced profile. We might be in for a range day. Which would be weird. I don't know. Like I said, I kind of expected a little bit more bearish movement after FOMC, which I mean we did. I just figured the trend would have continued a little more. Because we kind of just really, like, we're still at the bottom of this volume. Oh no. Wrong button. We're still just grinding this volume area. We just can't leave it. I feel like once we break below and have a candle open below this area, then we'll be Gucci Fam 100. It's just a matter of like bulls have to give up, you know. But also it's like grinding all-time highs, right? This is the exact same as grinding all-time high, except in reverse. We're grinding all-time lows, which is a great band. Yeah, we're just grinding all-time lows. So it's like you can't just short it at the bottom just because we're at the low, right? Just because like you think it's gonna go lower. That's like longing all-time high. That's a silly goose move. You gotta wait. You gotta wait for something to happen, and it's okay to sit out and vibe and just wait for something really clear to happen. That's like yesterday. I waited for I got your picture, I'm gonna read you. That's such a iconic song, right? So iconic. But yeah, that's like, honestly, when we're in these situations like we are right now, like it's so hard to play open, for me at least, because I got no bias either direction, right? We could rip just 1,000 points from here, or we could continue dumping. I'm about to sneeze. But yeah, so letting the opening range get posted first gives us more of an idea on the day. I was telling Viper earlier, you get above opening range, you have verified bullish sentiment. You get below opening range, you have verified bearish sentiment. And then you're staying within opening range. You know, let's say it's 10 o'clock, you're still within opening range. Or initial balance, yeah. I call it the same thing. I need to probably just start calling it initial balance for continuity purposes. But if you're still within initial balance and it's been like 2 hours, you know you got a range day on your hand. It's generally within the 30 minutes after the first hour, we make a decision. Like, it's clear what we're doing. And below opening range, it's pretty nice to, once we're below opening range, it's pretty nice to be patient for shorts. Like, I don't know if you saw yesterday, Decoy. Mr. Decoy. But like, so here's opening range. And then, so like this first whole hour, like, it's pretty fucky. Not gonna lie, it was pretty fucky. And then we break below opening range. Opening range is right, posted right here. We get below opening range. This is almost 2 hours after open. And then we come up, we retest opening range from the bottom, and then that's a beautiful short. Beautiful, beautiful short. And then we held the lower doomsday level. Like, that was pretty cool how doomsday held like the way it did. And then, of course, after close, this is all Globex now. So we're still just grinding. We're basically grinding the low of yesterday is where we're at right now. So I don't know. I would like to, I'd honestly just like to see a decision. Like I said, these last 3 days, like, look at this. We haven't gone anywhere the last 3 days. Mr. Viper is back. I hope you had a fantastic lunch. That was a pretty fast lunch. You must have snarfed that down. But yeah, the last 3 days, like, why we've barely made new lows. The last 4 days, really. I mean, this day we made a super new low, but then like since then we've barely gone down. And what I was saying is, I'm just like slightly surprised that we didn't get more. It's taken a lot of work to break this yearly low. I figured it would have been a little bit more easy. I wouldn't call it a masterclass. Ugh. Just vibes, just thoughts and opinions. Because I'm no genius either. We're just chopping VWAP, as we were saying. We're just kind of, when you look at volume profile, we're really just balanced here. Let me send something. Did you try to get long at 40? Are you green? Did you get green? Oh, it missed you. Oh, you tried to get long. You tried to get filled. I thought you said you got filled. I was like, dude, you're green right now. You're green as heck. No, I'm chilling. Like I said, this volume profile is gross. Not a fan. Came down to 40.5. Been doing limits pre-market. Yeah, it's just balanced. Like when you look at volume profile, see how like the majority of the volume's right in the middle of the day, and we're pretty well tapered both sides. It's just showing we're just balanced. We're in the like this is like the maximum amount of diddling in the middle that I could do right now. I feel like it's not really making a decision either way. In my, just when you look at volume profile, right? When you look at market structure, you could probably form a bias to one side, but actual volume profile, we're just chilling here in the middle. Yeah, balanced volume profile, VWAP delta strong. Previous 5 minutes. Wow. Oh yeah, it was definitely worth a shot. I don't blame you. Like it's gonna make a decision, whatever decision it decides to go, it's gonna either rip or dump violently. I can't make sense of which direction it's gonna go right now. Like I said, I wanted the short, I didn't get the short. So I'm gonna sit flat, just accept the fat L that I took, and let it do what it wants. Yeah, you're right. We are pumping on negative delta. This is weird. My hands sitting on them. Oh yeah, there she goes. There's the rocket action, and delta's still pretty negative too. That's hilarious. I need this to rip to all-time high. Like do one or the other. Like either flush or let's just start the craziest bull rally ever. I hate choppy markets. I hate them. Like I want us to be like a nice gentle trend up or a nice gentle trend down. There's like even if you look at this this bear market, like when you look at it in like a larger scale, it's kind of just been really choppy. Like it's been a very choppy bear market because there's so much people just buying the dip, right? Everyone keeps adding to their positions. And every time we start getting a little bit of rocket action, everyone's like, oh, the bottom's in. Just for it to be like, nah, the bottom's not in. Hold on, I think something fell. I'll be right back.
Make up your own rules as you go. Stay only true to what you know and who you are. And who you are. The road may be rough, it might seem rough, but when it's through.
All right, we're back. Sorry, one of the cats knocked something off the shelves upstairs. Yeah, I'm already getting swatted. Well, we were talking shit on Eric earlier, so it's probably getting swatted by him. Yeah, you would have had a great long there, Decoy. Would have been. What could have been? No Lambo for you today, sir. Let's flip this back to, yeah. Oh. There we go. Yeah, I'm happy to just be sitting flat. Looks like we're gonna, like I said, I feel like we're amidst a possible, looking at this like in the most unbiased way possible, I think we're amidst a possible pump. Like I feel like something is definitely looming. At least volatility is looming. When you look at how we're coiling up on the 1 day. Like look at that. We're coiling up pretty hard. And with the way that we've resisted selling off, you know, we really resisted going down further. Enough pump is going to start, enough of a pump is going to start a massive short squeeze. So that's more or less what I'm being cautious of. If we get pretty violent buying, it's going to start just squeezing all the people that are short here out. And it's going to cause an even more pump. So that's more or less what I'm being cautious of, and I'm not having too much of a short bias because I don't want to get ran on. But if we finally do start breaking down and get kind of out of this volume zone, then I'll be more comfortable holding into my shorts and trading down to this trend line. It's just a matter of, this is kind of a big decision zone, I guess. And to me, I think the decision is clear. I think we go lower, right? I have long term, I see us going much lower, but at this moment, there just seems to be buying present or lack of sellers. One of the two. There's either a lot of buying or lack of sellers. Do you ever jump in a trade and late on a trade you wanted to take? And they say what Decoy says, it's not usually with ES. My stops are negative, relatively tight, so I don't want to FOMO into a trade, or a stop ends up being the entry I originally wanted. And that's pretty much the same sentiment I have as well. I agree with yeah, there is power in seeing your trade leave without you and just making note of being right and moving on to the next. That is powerful, 100%. I will say though, sometimes if I'm looking at like a major swing, like, so I'll bring up yesterday's example. So I went long. Can I show my trades on here? Hold on, let me switch accounts. Oh, this is okay. Back. Switch over here to, I took it on MES. Switch to this one. And then show trades. Hold on. I'll show you the example of, while I 100 with full leverage, I 100% agree with what Decoy just said. Like that is exactly what I do. Can you not see trades from the day before, Decoy? Should be right here. There we are. I got him. Let's see here. That's not what I took. That was the one I took last night. Huh, no, it doesn't show my trades from yesterday, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. So yesterday, so I can't see my trade, but yesterday I got long here, right? And that was a little bit wider to the bottom there. So I took this trade on 3 MES instead of a full mini. And I held it till up here with MES, you know. I didn't want to risk, you know, the potential volatility dropped down to here, that was way more than 5 points. It's way more than what I want to risk with a mini. But with a micro, a couple micros on, I was only risking, I think, like $100 versus, you know, I would have been risking like 500 with a full mini, or more than 500 with a full mini. So that was that move there. But yeah, if I miss my entry and I think it's a really good swing opportunity, I'll long some micros with a little bit wider stop. Yeah, and then this one right here, this was just me making sure. So I need X amount of trading days to withdraw in each account. So I threw on a micro trade for literally like half a point MES. Nice little pomp here. Ugh. We're going to open Banana Bread Trades. Check the cord. Did you send me something, Mr. Decoy? Oh my god, he's here. Johnny's back. Oh fuck. We've missed him. I'm just so glad that Johnny's back. Been missing that guy. Missed him so much. I'm just glad he's back. Haven't seen him in forever. Was starting to get worried, a little bit angry that he wasn't checking in. Oh, 7:30. It's time to wake up. Oh my goodness. Not much happening yet. As far as trades go, we got a double top now. Right here on the 5 minute. So assuming that breaks. There's nothing. Like I said, this short would have been nice to play out. Did not play out. She held. Oh yeah, we got news. Does that come out right now? Like I said, I don't really know how important it is. This is EST, Eastern Standard Time. Trades news. Yeah. Trading goods. I don't know if that has any. I don't know how much impact it has. But worth paying attention. Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course. Well, I wouldn't have thought the news last night would have ripped us like we did, but we did. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're probably just gonna stay with. See, we're just at the top of this balance area now, right? I don't know if we break out or not. Like I said, looking at the daily is what susses me out the most. Just with the slowdown in selling or support that it's kind of had. Gonna be cautious when I'm watching. We have had a lot of red candles in a row, so we've actually had a crazy amount of red candles in a row. Is this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? We've officially had 7 red days in a row, so it's very possible that we're in store for a green one. I mean, we're due. We're definitely due for a green day. I'm being cautious, watching, having that in my head that could happen. Yeah, there she's ripping. Dang, decoy. Just think if you had gotten filled, you would have Lambo by now. You would have a Lambo, but no Lambo for you, not today. Well, you know, if you longed like 40 ES contracts right here, market moving leverage, might have been able to afford a Lambo. That's, but oh, actually only like almost 10 points or 20 points. 20 points, 40 contracts, 40 grand. Oh yeah, you'd probably be a little short. 40 grand. You're only casual $400,000 short of a Lambo. Yeah, then posted on Wall Street Bets. Hello. Are you leaving for work? Have a good day. Love you. Thank you. Honestly, you're right, Mr. Decoy. That's a great point. Next time Lulu goes, you have to pay data fees for Lilu. Lilu is another prop, but it's like the worst one. This is Lilu. You're doing a $10 competition. $85. Yeah, I don't know. I would rather do it Apex and YOLO and Apex just because I like Apex better. Then you don't have to, you know, switch your quants around either. But if you think about it lotto-wise, it is better than the lotto. Your odds. Just like catching a total YOLO, 20 mic, yeah. like just doing a total YOLO is pretty good, like considering your risk reward. You almost have a little bit more in your favor if you're not just buying a ticket and hoping, right? Like you can kind of put a little effort into it. You're a real gambler. All right, you three. Let's take a poll. Are we closing today green or red? Is there a way to do a poll? No, I need to figure out how to do a poll. That's gonna be my goal for today. Figure out how to do a poll. YouTube. Seth Mo says he puts his money on red. Putting your money on red in the money put. You want to close today? Man, not looking good for you right now, but I hope it dumps for you, Seth. I'm gonna put my money on. I think we close today green. I think we're due for a green day. $37.48. That's a ways up there too. Weekly rotation, yeah. I say we've had a lot of red days in a row. We're at an area of support. There's a lot of reasons why it could be green today. So that's kind of where I'm putting my bet on. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. Call it a day. I'll see you guys in RTH, but I'm gonna go get a coffee. Gotta put my golf clubs in my car. I'm switching vehicles today. I'm gonna go ride my dirt bike tonight. I'm gonna take my car to work. Gotta move my golf clubs over to it. Probably have to jump start it because it's a pile of crap. And then yeah, we'll go golf during lunch, and then go ride dirt bikes in the evening. So I'll be around. You guys can catch me on the cord. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, and hope you all get pated today. Let's have a good one. All right, peace out, fam.